Hello everyone, you are watching Life After CCIE blog, and today we are starting our new series, that is CCIE Automation. So here we will discuss some automation tasks for the CCIE or the CCNP level. So I want to start this with a basic level. So the basic level means is that we will start from the Python and slowly we will move toward to the next step. So today this is a first blog, so you can see the topology. So in this topology I have the switch 1 and switch 2 as my core switch, and I have the router as the R1 and the R2, and I have the one CSR router as well as, and the switch 10 SW10 is a SS level switch, and two hosts are connected at the PC1 and the PC2. Also have some management network. This switch, the management switch, so this is applicable only for the management, because this is my Linux server. The Linux server actually is a CCIE VM host. So in your CCIE you will get the same VM, and you will get the same tools, so it will be easy for you to understand and identify the things. This management switch is not doing anything fancy, it is only connecting to the all other devices. It's some kind of the out of band management type of the network. So you can see the management network. I have the 192.168.10.0/24. In the meanwhile I have some other networks that are in the range of the 10.x, and all are mentioned in this diagram. You can see I have the loopback as well as some the loopback series is the 172.16.16/x. This is the switch or the router number, and this is for the /32. And in the CSR I also have some virtual interfaces, that is the 172.16.255.0/24 that we will use while we will enable the guest cell, and we will discuss about that one. Its management switch is not doing anything fancy, it's just a layer 2 switch. So let's try to understand the configuration on the R1. So let me open the R1 and R2. So I opened the R1, you can see here. So the username password is the admin for all of the devices, and we can see here the main configuration I will discuss with you. This is the management VRF. I configured for the management interface. Enable password is the admin. I didn't apply any such security at the password encryption or something, because this is for just testing lab, and it's not recommended in the production, so keep in mind. Oh sorry, that's something went wrong. Yeah, and after that you can see here I have the loopback as mentioned in the 172.16.1.1 and it's /32, and it's enabled under the OSPF. So all devices are running with the OSPF, and the area number is 0. So this is the out of band management interface, and it is under the VRF management. So there are 3 interfaces, and the OSPF router is configured. Apart from them, there is no such configuration, only the username and password I think we are missing. We didn't see that one, so we must have here the EC here. There is the username admin, and the password is also admin. And the same type the configuration I have on the switches, but the switches some extra configuration that related to the VLAN 1. So everything is there. I converted in the layer 3 interfaces, and these interfaces and see here the VLAN 1 is going to one PC, the PC1 and PC2, and it's configured with the BRRP 100. This is for the only just testing purpose only. So today we will discuss about only a very basic level of the automation. So the basic level of the automation, from my understanding, that just why not we will pick a Telnet LAB library and we will work on that. So this is the my CCIE VM. You can see this is the CCIE VM, and I open the IDE. This is the IDE, and here I created one script. So in the script, let's try to understand the script, and after that we will see what how it will work and what can we do in, using this one. So you can see here, the first what I did is that I import the required modules. So the Python itself does not have any modules, so we need to import the other modules. If this is the CCIE VM, so we have the very limited number of the modules added in this VM. So if you want to add more modules for the SSH or the, so you can see here, this I imported the Telnet LAB library, and I also imported the sys library. Sys library, actually it doesn't required here, but I imported as this is, I can say, the optional. So the next what I did is that I defined the device IP assigned is the manually, and the username password are the predefined. So what is doing, so here I can see the host name, and after that, so actually this is a variable, the host name is a variable, and in this variable I need it will ask to you to input your IP address, device IP address. So device IP address is not pre-configured, you have to add manually once you will be run this script. We will see it later. So here the input method, you can see here the input find in this one, the read the string from the standard input. So what input function will we do? If you will look at here, it's saying that the prompt string, if given, the printed standard output without a trailing new line before reading input. So it will be asked, and after that you can see the new variable is the username, and here it is the predefined, this is the admin, and again there is the new variable, that is the admin, and it's the predefined. So what next I can do, I'm doing is that I'm trying to connect to the devices, to the basically that I'm trying to log in the device using the Telnet. So I use this one, you can see the TN is again variable, and I use the Telnet LAB.telnet, and after that to whom I need to log in. So here is the host name. So host name is I picked from here, this variable, this host name is the variable. So what's happening is that it's saying that I'm trying to log in into this particular device using the Telnet library and the Telnet module. So after that I'm trying to print one message on the screen that I'm trying to connect on this particular host name. So here you can see this is the string which is in the double colon, the inverted comma or the double colon, and plus means I want to also add in this printout message, and this is the host name. The host name is actually the same variable, and this value I want to print it here. So basically if you want to use this one as in the basic level, so no need for these lines, but I did it. So what I'm trying to is do that if something happen on this one, the wrong IP or something, so I will be there, it will be show you to the error message would be like this one, and after that I want to continue. So what happened is that in this particular ID, that continue is not working properly. So I make it as a comment, or I can say that I remove the continue keyword from here directly. So once in the next videos we will see the same script on our complete Python, so we will see there as well. So here what I did is that this is the TN, because here this is the tn variable is there. In the tn variable I want to read until, so till to here I want to read a output until I will be not get a prompt as the username. You can see here, so this is the username. Until I will not get this particular message, I want to read it. This b is nothing. B is actually it's converting to the bytes. So this is the tn write. What I am doing is that I am doing the username and encode it and sending this. I'm encoding in this one and sending to the prompt to the device. Here you can see here this means is that I want to press the enter here or the new line. So the next line is the if password. So what I'm doing is that again I'm asking to the prompt to the script, just wait until you will be not read the password, this particular word. If you will not read that, or until you will not read, once you will be read that one, then please send the password to the script at the same type of the username and press again the enter. This line is also not required but just added for only. So after that I want to run the command. So what the command I want to run, that I'm doing the tn.write. So the write is actually one particular command in the Telnet lib. It's come from the Telnet lib. So what I'm doing is that I want to write the command at the show VLAN brief, and after that I want to exit from there. So these two commands are required. This command might be the optional, but what will happen is that until the telnet will be not exit, the script will be wait for the next output, and the final output will be delayed. So I want to exit from the telnet, and what I am doing is that after the telnet session has been closed, taking all output in the buffer memory. So here you can see here I decoded this output and I put in the one buffer memory, and the buffer variable name is the tn.all and read.tn. So again I printed the everything in the print.tn. This print.tn is the decoded variable. So let me try to run this one, and the host name, it's asking for the host name, so I'm giving is the 192.168.10.101. So here you can see trying to connect to this host name, it's printed this one, and this logged in the switch one, and it's printed the all VLAN brief commands here. So the next try to log in now in the other switch, and let me type the IP 192.168.10.102. See here, it's now logged in the switch 2 and all details are printed here. So let me log in the switch itself and run the same command. So VLAN brief, so you can see here the same output is also here. So this is the same has been printed. So let's do one thing here. Now I want that it should be print. Let me close this one, and I don't want the show VLAN brief. I want is that it should be print is so interface status, and I will be run the same command, and IP I'm giving is the 192.168.10.101, and you can see it's printed at the show interface status command output from there. So the thing is that is you can enter any of the things. If you want to save this output in a particular file or something, you can also do that one, but today we will not discuss the same. So in the next videos we will discuss about that one, how to save this output from them, or how to read the file from how to read a username, password, or the hostname for a particular file. That we will discuss in the next video, but this is for the basic level. So let me try to edit here. So what if I'm trying to log in the CSR router, and let's see here, it's given us that it didn't define the name TN. So why it is that? Let me show you that. If you will try to log in the CSR, its Telnet might not be working here. Okay, it's not, sorry, I typed it wrong. So it's type the username. Yeah, username, password is the same. Let's try to log in from some other devices, and it's the 16.16.24. Wait, I think I did something wrong. Yeah, I did that wrong. So you can see here the interface, something is wrong with the CSR itself, because the interface are showing wrong, because the correct interface ID is the 01 gig 2 gig 1 and gig 3, but in the output it's showing the gig 5 6 7 and 8. That is the wrong. So that's why I can't see here the route. So IP route, the no route, do so IP route, sorry. So IP route VRF and MGMT. See here the management is the empty, so no interface are there. How to resolve this one we will discuss in the next video, but until now that let's try to log in the one switch, one. You can see here I printed the show IP interface brief. So this type of the script you must be aware about that one. Some other URLs I will be shared with you shortly. Thank you so much.